Hi, I'm being guided to share this energy update with you at this time. However, this is something that I received last week, and I received it in a very peculiar way. It wasn't how I normally receive the energy updates. Typically, I receive a knowing, I receive a vision, and I receive words, and I'm also able to actually experience the extent of what the energy is that's coming in. This time it was a little bit different. So that told me right off that this energy that's coming in is going to come in a different way than normal. But what I had received last week was that there's an intense energy wave that's coming in July. And I don't normally get a specific time frame, but this time I did. It was very clearly given to me that this is coming in July. And the intensity of this energy wave that's coming in is beyond anything that we have experienced thus far. I wasn't able to actually experience the full extent of it. I wasn't, for better words, I can't think of a better way to put this other than I wasn't permitted to, I wasn't allowed to, I wasn't able to tap into it. However you want to label that, it's just I was not able to experience the full extent of it. However, I did feel like a brewing sensation in my solar plexus. It was like a churning, a slow churning of energy that was building up in force, and it was all in my solar plexus. So when I received this information, I felt like it wasn't time for me to actually release it, publicly. I felt like I needed to, I felt like there was more for me to understand about it and more for me to experience what this energy meant and how it was going to come in. So I gave it a little bit of time, but I'm feeling led to share that today. So during this past week, I was taken back to the last intense vision that I had. That was that sacred vision where there was drumming. There were 7 of us drumming, and the harder we were hitting the drum, the more the energy was growing and the intensity of it, and it was swirling all around us, and we were basically in the eye of the tornado. That vision, I was immediately taken back to that vision this week, and there is a connection between that vision and the energy that is coming in July. We are literally calling forth this energy into us. We are the ones that are beating that drum. We are calling it in to our lives. We have no idea the intensity of it that's coming our way, and this is nothing to fear. Energy waves are nothing to ever fear. This is for your transformation. This is for all of our transformation. So it's not anything that you need to fear, but it's going to be hell of a intense. I mean, that's the only way I can think of putting it, just beyond anything we have experienced. And the only words that I just keep getting repeated within my spirit is to brace yourself. That's the words I keep receiving. Brace yourself. Because this is going to be, like I said, an intensity that we have not experienced yet. And I want to share this really important lesson that I had recently learned. There was a pretty intense energy wave that came in, I would say, close to 2 weeks ago. I mean, it was off the charts intense. And typically, I can just ride out the waves. I'm usually okay with it. And I figured that, I felt the intensity of it, but I figured that I can just ride this one out. And I kept working and doing the thing. I had a deadline that I wanted to meet, and I was really pushing myself through that energy wave. And I figured that it's all okay. I've got this. I've got this down. But about 2 days after continuing to push myself, and it hit me hard. And I literally crashed and slept for about 18 hours straight. And that's not a joke. So the lesson here that I learned was when there is a very, very intense energy wave coming in, it's best to listen to your higher guidance. Because I did feel that my higher guidance was saying, just slow down, take it easy. But I wanted to meet that deadline. It was my will. I wanted what I wanted, so I pushed it. But the guidance that I want to share is if your higher self is telling you to just take it easy, when this wave comes in July, I would seriously listen to your higher guidance, because I know I'm going to this time. So I just wanted to add that little bit of friendly advice. And I'm sending out much love and blessings.